everyone, I am Madhu Arya, PGT Commerce, and in my videos, as you all know, we talk about 12th class business studies. In my previous video, we discussed meaning, concept and definition of management. And today, we are going to discuss the characteristics of management. I am sure you will definitely like this content because it is truly based on your prescribed CBSE syllabus, which is covering your NCERT book. Moreover, the video is in a PPT form, so you get all the notes prepared as well. So guys, let's get started.
Hello everyone. In my previous video, I have given you top 3 questions to solve yourself under brainstorming section. These are the answers to those questions. Now, coming to my today's topic of discussion, that is characteristics, elements or features of management. After understanding the basic features of management, you will learn what the management actually is. We should know the basic characteristics of management. So let's start with the first characteristic of management. Management is goal oriented. As you all know, there are so many organizations and different organizations work for different goals. Every organization is there to achieve its own goal. For example, a retail store may have the goal to increase its sales. A hospital may have the goal to serve its patients. So different organizations have different goals. What management does? Management unites the efforts of all the people in the organization towards achieving goals. Means organization have different goals, but there are so many persons, so many people working together. So management has to unite the effort of all the people in the organization so that the goals can be achieved. So we can say that management is also goal oriented. Next is management is pervasive. Pervasive means required everywhere. Everywhere, at every place and in every organization. Management is required everywhere. The organization may be related to economic, social or political purpose. It may be a school, a hospital or a shop. Or the organization may be working in India, in Germany or in Japan. It means the organization may work for any kind of purpose, for political purpose or for any charity purpose, or it may be working anywhere. So management is required for every kind of organization as well as at every place. There is no place where any organization can work without management. Management is all pervasive, required everywhere for each and every organization. Now come to the third characteristic. Management is a continuous process. As I already told you that management is a process of 5 functions. Management is not a single function. It has 5 more functions to perform. These are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So management has to continuously perform all these 5 functions. It is a process which is a continuous process. Means the manager, all functions are continuous and simultaneously performed by all managers all the time. It means that it is not a single function to be performed by a manager, or you can't say management means doing planning at a time and other functions are not being performed. No, this is not management. Management means all these 5 functions are continuous in nature and they are simultaneously performed by all the managers all the time. It is a continuous, it is an ongoing process. Next is management is group activity. As I told you earlier, in any organization there are group of people. There are so many people engaged to achieve the organizational goals. diverse individual, different needs. Means different people come in the same organization for their different needs. Some have safety needs, some has security needs, some has political needs, some has some has economic needs, and in order to fulfill their needs they join any organization, but all the members work towards fulfilling common organizational goals. It means that all the person are coming in the organization to achieve their individual goals. But what management does, management has to make a group of all those people so that they can do their work together, they can perform their activities together to fulfill the common organizational goals, because to achieve the organizational goals is the basic agenda for all the employees working in any organization. They work to achieve the organizational goals first. And what management does there? Management has to unite their actions so that their personal goal as well as their common organizational goals can be fulfilled. And management does this by using the activity of teamwork and coordination. By employing teamwork and coordination, management can help all the people in the organization to work together as a group. I can give you an example for the teamwork and coordination. Just think about your cricket team. All the 11 players, they work together in a team and they work in a proper coordination. As a team and in coordination, only then they can win a match. Otherwise, they can't win the match if they don't work in teamwork and in coordination. Same the case with any organization. An organization can achieve its goals only when a good management is there, which is able to get the work done through all the people working in the organization with the help of teamwork and coordination. Next is, management is a dynamic function. The meaning of dynamic means ever changing. Means it's not static. It's not same for all the time. It means that any organization, you can think about anyone, the organization has to deal with internal environment as well as external environment. The external environment may be social, economic and political factors may be there. So every organization have to face the ever changing external environment. And what is the function of management there? The function of management is that in case of any changes occurred in the external environment, the task of management is that the organization people should not feel panic. Rather, the management helps them. Management helps them to adopt the organization with the external environment. Means the changes, the external environment will definitely change after some time. But what is the function of management? Management helps the people to interact with the external environment in a positive way and helps them to deal with the changing social, economical and political factors and adapt itself to the external environment. Next is, management is an intangible force. What is the meaning of intangible? Intangible means which you can't see. So management is, the next characteristic of management is management. You can't see the management. Management is not a thing or not a person to be seen. Rather, management is a feeling. You can feel whether management is present there or it is absence. I told you earlier also in my previous video. What is management? How can you feel management? If in an organization every task is doing very smoothly, there is no chaos, everybody is happy, organizational goals are achieved, employees are happy, targets are fulfilled, it means management is working there. And if it is not there, there is proper chaos and mismanagement, it means management is absent. So management is intangible force which you can only feel. You can't see management, but you can feel. Management cannot be seen but felt. Effect of management is noticeable where targets are met, where employees are happy, and there is no chaos. And this is management is multidimensional. Management is multidimensional. It works for more than one dimension. Basically, there are three dimensions. Three dimensions are mentioned here. First is management of work. As you know, all organization exists for the performance of some work. We all know why an organization is opened to do some work, na? Management converts this work into goals and assigns the means to achieve it. Then, what is the purpose of management in an organization? The management has to convert that work into goals to be achieved, and then assign different duties to different people so that finally that work is accomplished and the goals are fulfilled. Next dimension is management of people. Management means getting work done through people. Means if in an organization there are no people, then this is not an organization. There is a group of people working together in an organization. So management deals with employees to fulfill their individual goals as well as organizational goals. So management has to get the work done through the other people, and everybody has come to the organization to achieve its personal goals, but organizational goals are also to be achieved. So what is the purpose of management? Management unites the actions of all the people in the organization so that their personal as well as organizational goals can be achieved. And next dimension is management of operations. Why an organization is opened? An organization provides some basic product or service to survive. Means an organization is working either to provide the customer any product or any service to the society, to the outside world. It requires a production process and number of actions performed by management. To provide any product or to provide any service, a number of production processes has to be done by the organization, and the management has to unite those actions properly so that the production process can be done effectively. So this is all about the characteristics of management, and I hope after knowing all the characteristics of management, now you will be able to understand properly what management is. So again, there is a brainstorming section for you guys, and here are again top 3 questions, and you have to answer these questions. First question is, a housewife manages her family, a teacher manages her class, a CEO manages a company. Which characteristic of management is highlighted here? Second question is, a sales manager of an enterprise is assisted by the sales executives to achieve the sales target. What does it mean? And the last question is, Nisha Limited is running into losses from last 2 years. There is chaos and indiscipline in the office. Which element of management is this? So guys, you need to find out the answer of these questions yourself, and no doubt I will also tell you the answers of these questions in my next video. In next video, we will discuss the next topic. Okay, and I hope you understand the today's video and you like the today's video very much. If this is so, do like, share and subscribe to my channel Crazy Commerce Classes, and stay connected to me so that I can give you more and more such nice videos. Thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day. Thank you.
So guys, this is all about my today's video, and I hope you must have liked the video. For more such videos, do like, share and subscribe to my channel Crazy Commerce Classes. And yes, don't forget to press the bell icon button so that you stay connected to me. Till my next video, take care and bye bye.